Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Ben 10, the original series. Currently we are on Season 1, Episode 3, The Kraken, and Episode 4, Permanent Retirement. And boy, once again, I'm excited to react to this show. I literally just finished reacting to the first two episodes, so it's not like it's been a long time. And since I have to get ahead of time, because I record videos ahead of time, I have to be checking out these two episodes. I'm honestly expecting that I'm going to be enjoying these two episodes just as much as I did for the first two episodes, although there's a potential that my giddiness and excitement of finally reacting to the show could start to wear off relatively soon, but there's only one way to find out whether that's going to be the case or not. But yeah, before we get into the reaction though, I do want to remind you that you can get a full-length version of this reaction over on my Patreon or Ko-fi account, where by subscribing to the specific tiers I've created for it, you can get access to some or all of my full-length reactions, which includes cartoons, like this one, short live-action TV series like H2O Just Add Water, long live-action TV series like Ghost Whisperer, and movie full-length reactions like the horror movies and TMNT movies that I have reacted to until this point. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of these reactions, since I do my best to add the best parts in the reactions, but there's always something that you really wanted to see that wasn't in the reaction, and that's one way to get it. But yeah, enough chit chat about things you don't care about. Let's just get into what you're actually here for, aka the reaction. Starting off with episode 3 in 3, 2, 1. No, we still have not unlocked that alien, Ben.
Yes! Perfect 10! Who knows what nasty, slimy things are slithering around in there?
Yeah, I don't know how can you swim in like a lake like that in the evening without checking like the depth or what the hell is underneath the water. That shit creeps me out. How big is this lake?
I'm sure it was just some kind of big fish, that's all.
Yeah, sure.
Story of rest, will ya, Captain Dweeb?
Dude, I love the atmosphere in this show. I love the cloudy sky in the background. So cool.
What's with the bucket of slimies?
Kinda reminds me of Telltale's The Walking Dead of all things. Oh my god, they made the red hat before it was stupid. What? Color coding your character before the color coding is even invented. That's kind of wild.
I'm just keeping an eye out for the lake monster. That thing's not taking me by surprise this time.
And this should convince you that he's telling the truth. Dude, I love the atmosphere of the show so much. It's so cool.
I don't want you to put too much stock into what Mr. Shaw says.
Yeah, he's wearing a red hat. He's a lunatic.
Why? Just because he saw the Kraken too?
We've closed this section of the lake for an environmental study. You'll have to turn your boat around.
Suppose you make me, fish hugger.
Well, since I chartered the boat for the day, I believe I'm in charge. Isn't that right, Captain?
Look, I'm a marine biologist, and anybody who tells you they've seen a monster in this lake is...
Yeah, does this marine biologist know about aliens? I didn't think so. And yet they exist. Screw your appeal to authority bullshit.
Finally, a little sun. And with my big mouth...
Yeah, look at the great sun through the gray clouds.
That's not Ben!
No shit. Funny how all these alien threats start appearing now that Ben has the watch.
I said with jaws, not accelerate. Stupid watch.
Maybe don't smack it then. I know it looks badass to do so, but...
Hey, you did that on purpose!
No, he did not.
Get us out of here!
So much for your marine biology degree. You should have done something useful and get a degree in gender studies. Or critical race theory. For real though. Those are good things to study about. Not everything has to give you a job afterwards, or at least like be productive to society. Oh, I remember this!
No, you don't!
I remember this episode now!
In that crate that you risked your life for it.
Our lunch.
Uh-huh. Okay, I definitely buy that, you douchebag.
See, I told you so. That was the same thing that tried to munch me last night. Captain Shaw and I were right.
Just because he was right about the Kraken doesn't mean I was wrong about him. I want you
True.
to stay away from that guy. He's
Although I don't think he's actually that bad of a guy. He's listened to you twice now,
People like that.
foregoing his own wishes and his own wants for what you are saying.
Experts.
The nerve of those enviro punks. They shut down the entire lake. Nobody tells me where to sail. And
Man, they
nobody
really
lets
coded
me
that character with that red hat
catch of the century.
ahead of time. Like, what the hell? Unless red hats were already a sign for like conservative idiots.
She's probably been chased deep by our fishy friends. Only one way to flush her out, with a little live bait.
Easy there. How convenient that there was a suit that was exactly your size, Ben.
Like, what did you see down there?
Nothing. Same as always.
Douchebag.
Well, I have to be sure.
Come on, work.
Take Ahab here with us. Find out if he knows anything back at the cannery. We'll come back later with a mini-sub to snag the rest of the eggs.
Is that a bird?
Nah, looks like a plane.
It's Superman!
It's a bug!
Or Super Ben.
Give it up. You are totally busted.
Yeah, good thing you have more than one superpower as this alien. Even if it's a disgusting one.
Jonah must be stealing her eggs.
And I think I know who Jonah is. I did a little checking on Friends of Fish and found out it's not listed on any environmental website. But I did find this. Jonah Melville isn't a friend to any kind of wildlife. He travels around the world poaching rare animals, then crates them
So-
up and
so
sells
he's a
them to
poacher.
private collectors.
Crates them up. Oh man! I bet that crate the Kraken took off their boat had her egg in it.
Probably.
We're both.
Where did you get this technology from? You know, their outfits make me think that they're part of some of the villain groups of this show, like the Forever Knights. I think that's what their name is. Are we actually gonna get Rip Jaws? Yes, we are. That is so disgusting. You know, I love how his aliens in the original series actually feel like fucking aliens. And not just random bullshit. Like I can see Rip Jaws being an actual alien.
You wanna mess with a monster? Try me on for size.
You mess with Nessie, you mess with all of us. Bakugan Brawl! That's another series that I can't wait to react to. Probably at some point after we are done with all of Ben 10, because we're gonna be with Ben 10 for a while.
Rescuing babies. Very heroic, but not very smart.
It doesn't need to be smart to be the right thing to do. Man, the constant switching between who has the eggs is kind of annoying me. Kill him! Eat him! So what is this thing doing on Earth?
Your catch of the day isn't exactly as advertised.
Could have sworn.
So cute. And that's how the episode ends, apparently. Okay, that was a quick ending there. So, yeah, the honeymoon feeling is definitely wearing off for this episode. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying it, obviously. It's still fun, it's still entertaining. But this is definitely a less fun episode compared to the first two. It definitely feels a little bland and not necessarily fillerish, but definitely on the blander side of things. And yeah, I still think it's fun. I like seeing more and more of the aliens. I love how we keep quickly introducing and using more of them. Like, it's so cool. I so love the concept of Ben 10 and the Omnitrix and transforming to all these different aliens. It really keeps things fresh. Because, like, most recently, I'm reacting to Generator Rex. And the fights in that show, as fun as they are, can definitely get repetitive and old pretty quickly. But with Ben 10, having all these different aliens definitely makes it so much more varied and interesting because of that. And I love that. I really, really do. But yeah, for the story itself of this episode, I feel like it has aged better than it used to be when it first aired, but it's still kind of on the blander side of things and not necessarily particularly interesting. It's good, it's well written, don't get me wrong, but I just don't really care too much about the villains, and it's just a kind of a filler-ish kind of episode. Because I'm pretty sure we don't ever see this guy again, unlike Animo, for example, but I don't know, anyway. In terms of rating for this episode, I'm still going to go with like a 9 out of 10, a solid 9 out of 10, because it was still a good episode, but it's just bland. It's just a little bland. But we still have one more episode to get through, that being Permanent Retirement, which I'm wondering whether it's that episode with the grandma. If it is, it definitely will be interesting to watch, because it was like, I think, the first ever Ben 10 episode that I saw. But yeah, I also think it's a pretty interesting episode anyway, so yeah, whatever. I think without further ado, we should get into the next episode, Permanent Retirement, episode 4 of season 1, in 3, 2, 1.
I'm about to go rocky road.
You're just stealing that shit in broad daylight? Are you kidding me? You bunch of hillbillies?
Your cash request has been denied.
What the hell? I love Upgrade. You know, it's really interesting how both in this series and in Alien Force, Ben got aliens that basically had the exact same variance of abilities.
This summer was supposed to be about FUN, not hanging out in some old lady's place.
I like it.
Did he just say F you?
That's because you act like you're 100 years old.
What the?
This is gonna be so boring. Their idea of excitement in this place is probably watching the grass grow.
Sure, but that's because that's the kind of stuff they
Did you see that?
grew up doing. When we are their age, we're probably gonna be gaming all the
She
time.
must be.
Jesus, that... Oh my god!
Oh, they
That was
really
kinda
make you feel
creepy.
Welcome here.
Just watch your cheeks. Fear is a pincher.
What's with
You're,
fucking old ladies and pinching of cheeks?
I can't
I'm glad
believe
it's not
you're
much of a
finally
thing
here.
anymore.
been doing so far this summer?
Dealing with alien life forms.
Oh, you.
He's telling the truth. That's just creepy.
Vera, is that a stuffed red-billed North American chickadee?
Oh, how perceptive, Gwen. And did you know the song of the red-billed?
You know, I'm not necessarily aware of exactly how stuffed animals are made, but fucked up anyway. Regardless of whether they are
Totally stuffed.
already dead or they are killed to be stuffed. Ooh, jeez. Oh, Ghost Freak. I love Ghost Freak.
Can you hear the ocean?
Oh, that is such a cool thing to do. Really interesting how his eye is pink or purplish. That's honestly subtle foreshadowing. Okay, that's not something old people know. Oh my god, I love how freaky it is. They have the same weakness like the aliens from Signs. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, that was so fast! That's some bullshit. He was like, you're a human now. What? That is some plot convenience. Run, Ben! Mr. Fantastic is gonna kill you otherwise. Where's Wanda when you need her?
Okay. What just happened here?
I remember that shit.
Well, nothing here seems out of whack.
Except for what he rolled up in his rug. That was right here.
You two sleep well.
Oh!
But Grandpa...
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot! When I was a kid, I thought that in that scene, he actually covered something under a rug, or whatever. But no, the rug that he's talking about is the rug that we saw him dispose of. I'm an idiot!
Sorry! Clean it up right now!
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Aunt Vera, you didn't tell us that you were a gymnast.
Something or someone's gotten to Aunt Vera. And who knows how many other of the fossils around here.
Dude, I love the way the show constructs atmosphere. Like, this is creepy. I love it.
So, where we headed, Sherlock?
And the art style is so good. Again, it kind of reminds me of Telltale's The Walking Dead. See?
Duck!
Run!
It's hero time, Ben.
Nice. What's going on?
Oh no! I remember!
Come here. I'll protect you.
Let's get
Nope.
out of here! Got it! That's scary. I'm starting to speak mutt.
I mean, it was pretty obvious what he was meaning. What are you guys hiding over here?
Does the expression "look before you leap" mean anything to you?
Nope. It's not fun that way. Ooh. It's Grandpa Max. Wreck him, Ben. Oh shit!
What? Whoa!
You know-
Become a seatbelt, remember?
I never really understood why does this alien in particular not speak. It's kind of the only one. Yep, now you have no reason to pretend to be humans.
Later.
Look what's back here!
Man, there's so many. How are they gonna manage to save everybody? This is so stereotypically alien, though. I kinda like it. Is that gonna kill them? Nope. It's water, you dumbass!
You just made a terrible mistake.
It's water. You know that it's water.
Why do you think we came to the desert in the summer?
They recognize what that is? Really? That's kind of funny.
They hate water!
No shit!
Vera, when she was in the kitchen!
Or Marty when I was on the golf cart.
Sorry, there's no drive-through service here.
Again, with the puns. Get on with it before making jokes, guys. You know, I never really did buy it as a kid that they managed to save everyone, because I feel like there was way too many pots for them to get all of them out.
Oh, and Ben, keep up the good work dealing with all those aliens you were telling me about.
You're kidding, right?
Of course, dear.
Is she? Is she? Why the cliffhanger? I don't think that cliffhanger ever amounts to anything. Okay. I can definitely tell you that these two episodes weren't as fun as the first two, that's for sure. But I honestly still enjoyed them quite a lot. This one definitely was better, didn't really have the blandness of it, but even then, it still was weaker. It was definitely noticeably weaker. But it still had some really fun moments, some really interesting writing. I think this one actually suffers a little bit because I remember so much of it, because like I said, it's the first episode of this show that I ever saw. So I pretty much remembered all the cool moments and everything. Even having not seen it for like a decade, I still remembered it. Unlike last episode, which had a little bit of that novelty going for it. So ultimately, I feel like both of the episodes are pretty much the same in terms of their quality. Like this one might be slightly better because it didn't have the blandness to it, but yeah, I don't know. For all intents and purposes, they are the same. Even if I am going to give this one an 8.9 out of 10. I know that I said that it was kind of better, but overall, I feel like on this watch through, it just didn't really impact me as much as the previous episode. And that is probably because I didn't remember the previous episode as much, so there's that. But yeah, I am curious though, what do you guys think about these two episodes? So comment thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 7 patrons on Patreon. Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corvidet, Hotshot Ninja, Etsap123, Soap93160, and Theo Rose Gelatly. Thank you guys for your support, I appreciate it, it really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me in such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not already know. That will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do in my videos. That thing being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman, though I am unsure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people. But that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country, with a family that won't really ever accept the fact that I'm trans if they ever found out, it's not really feasible or easy for me to transition here with minimal to no repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything. I don't want you to feel like you have to help me. So if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's okay. Don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me get out of this situation. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!